So we did leave ourselves with a request to join a war. I don't even know who was requesting it. So it looks like it might be my cousin from Sardinia. And who do you want us to war against? Is this what kind of war is this? I'm calling you to honor our alliance. Join me in the war for the Duchy of Sardinia. So I think this might be a defensive war by the looks of things. Who is attacking? The Emir. Mukhtar. All right. Well, we have promised we are an alliance, and we honor our alliances here in Burgundy. Checked out the new Iberian content today. It seems pretty cool. I haven't played with the clan-style governments before, so it's all... Yeah. I was thinking about, because I was really hoping that our playthrough here would work, I might do like a new YouTube series and play with the new stuff in Iberia. Also, I've never played like as a Muslim ruler before, so I'd really like to kind of dive into that. And I mean, it sounds like a really fun place to play. So I don't know how much we'll... All right, thanks, Ralph. Ralph, that was Ralph, everyone. Ralph, thank you very much for your time. I don't know how much it will bleed over, although we are already joining a war with looks like a ruler from over there, so that's exciting. But yeah, it seems like a decent, like as far as being like not a prime DLC, it's just supposed to be like a culture pack. It looks like there's a whole lot of new stuff that they've thrown in there. I think they have some new buildings and new building models. I don't know where any of them are on the map. And obviously new dress for all the rulers, which looked really, really slick. So it's a holy war for the Duchy of Sardinia. What else do we have? We have a couple other victories. Oh, the last thing that we did is we pressed a claim for the Duchess here, Duchess Elizabeth. She is, I do believe, she created a piece of art for us, and going to pay her back for that. We decided to invade Germany because that's what you do. You know, you get some nice art, invade a country. I think that's all. I think that's all fair. All right, so who are we warring against? That is not something I'm overly concerned about. So what we might do is I'll probably just pull up our men-at-arms, and I think we should be able to deal with whatever this is. We'll move this right onto the coast here. Grab our men-at-arms. And then I think we've got the coin, so maybe we'll just go take care of this. We'll get some prisoners. I think they should be able to, hopefully they can defend themselves. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Maybe we just go trounce their army first, and then we'll go raid them. I mean, great art doesn't inspire you to violence. I mean, oh geez, what just happened? I mean, there's a first for everything. I think now that we've got a taste for it, now that we're like, hey, we've wet our whistle with one war. Oh, okay, hold on. What is going on? Our counselor, Antonio, just died of old age at 63, so he might have actually died of old age. We do need a new steward, which is tough. I don't think we have any good stewards. Or stewards even, let alone any stewards. What is worth fighting for if not great art, you know, women, a bucket. I think there was a war over a bucket. I think I read that somewhere. I mean, what don't you want to go to war for? I think that's kind of what it comes down to. My knight here is, you're going to be a terrible steward, but I don't know that we have many other options. That's why you go to the museum, get the blood pumping. Exactly. That's why back in the day, they had such great, you know, statues and all that wonderful artwork around. I want you to work on development. Get back to development work, actually. We're going to replace you as soon as we can as well. Mushrooms. I don't want to go to war for mushrooms. What if they're really good mushrooms, though? We have a dynasty unlock. which I think finishing off the bloodline is always... And I think we'd want to take, as far as a congenial trait, like intelligence. That's one that I always want to have. And we have a free-for-all open. Exclamation point FFA if you want to get involved in that. My liege, you have something that should legitimately belong to me. You have some greedy vassals, it seems. Duke Benedetto, what do you want? The Ancient Scarab Brooch. You already don't have a lot of opinion of me. Oh, I didn't even realize we had some factions growing up. But no, you cannot have the brooch. That's my brooch. Were you the only person in this faction? Yeah, you can get out of here. I don't much care for that. I picked Scaly. We did have a Scaly leader once. It did not go very well. We wrecked their army. Let's go raid their capital. Oh, brooch! Someone tried taking our dagger. We had a dagger named after our grandfather. And someone was like, hey, that belongs to me. And they weren't even of our family. It was quite rude of them, I have to say. You're not finding any secrets. That's okay. Get out of there. So we're going to siege this down. What else do we have going on? Head of Faith. We will ask for some gold. Wonderful. Ooh. Powerful vassals. Titles could be usurped. I'm going to look into that in a second. We can designate a guardian for mankind, which I might just have myself, because I am pretty smart. I'm not going to update that. We can demand payment. Oh, we have golden obligations. Oh, we're going to get rich off golden obligations. I wonder if it's... Is it the Scarab Brooch? What was that in Moon Knight? There was a Scarab Brooch? You go... Give me some secrets from over here. I want all the secrets. We don't want to hold court. A master. So we can get a master. Last time we sponsored someone, though. Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and we'll sponsor. 72 gold. Last time we sponsored someone, they just actually lied about what they were doing, and they hid out in one of our taverns and drunk themselves, not quite to death. I've heard from some people who want to be a bit more roleplay focused, don't care about traits as much. Really hard to hang on to a negative trait like albino or something. That's fair. There is definitely... So I think for myself, because I don't min-max, like I don't know how to min-max. So the least I can kind of do for myself is to just ensure that I get good traits. So that's kind of the you know, the most min-maxing I do. But it is kind of neat. Like, that would be a very cool role play. And I was actually thinking, one of the next runs I want to do, because I have a hard time outside, I'm sure you'll hear people, like, outside of having children in our dungeon and, like, murdering people. But, like, I have a hard time being, like, playing a bad guy. Like, I have a hard time, you know, using tyranny and dread and things like that to control my realm. I usually want to take, like, the good approach. So I like the idea of having an empire where, you know, ruled on fear and all that good stuff. And for something like that, I think having Scaly or one of those other traits be like a like related to your family, that could be really slick. Like a bunch of albino rulers would be kind of cool, actually. So you want to... My spouse, this is my second wife, I do believe. Is this my second wife? Yeah, it's my second wife. We want to dedicate this to them. Or we can dedicate it to the Lord. Or no dedication needed. We take the... I could use the prestige. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. And that's kind of... hey, Tyrannus, welcome in. How are you doing today? That's kind of why I don't look into things almost on purpose. Just because it is a little bit more fun, you know, just doing the role play and not caring too much. Cry in your own time. Babies, am I right? Look, pretty important stuff going on when I said that. Look, might be a hypocrite, but I don't have a but. But yeah, disband. We took a prisoner. We're probably going to release the prisoners for the record. Let's see what's going on here. What do we have going on? Court physician. Oh, look how short we are. We're just like a tiny little lad. And our archbishop. Oof. Saucy readings. Oh. I can't help but notice gaggles of giggles, maidens and usually spirit warriors gathering in dark alcoves to listen, enraptured to a book. Today, I have finally cornered Kira with the book in her hands. There are pages upon pages of poetry, graceful in form, but lascivious in nature. The angelic beauty, all sorts of women, is exalted by gentle words. Ooh. Ooh. We found some medieval pornography. Wait, where's my watermelon? Anther doesn't have a butt. It's true, just a juicy watermelon. Never mind. Yeah, let them read it though. Like I'm not opposed to a little bit of you know, saucy literature in our court. We're okay with this. Pick suboptimal choices because that's what your arrogant, treacherous tyrant would do instead of going for the best outcomes. I think, and in a role play, like if I'm playing a role play where I'm playing the bad guy, I think there's something kind of, I mean, it's not necessarily realistic, but you know, it's very flavorful, and I think that you know that can also breed resentment and things like that. Having people you know whisper behind corners about yourself would be kind of fun. Yeah, one of the toughest runs we ever had, we had a king who rose. It was King He-Man Star Fox, in fact, who rose to the throne, and he was scaly. And it was the first time where we had like open revolt against us, and our brother challenged us to a duel for the fate of the empire, and it shattered the empire, which was kind of awesome. All right, so we're finding some lovers. Oh yeah, so golden obligations. I do want to blackmail a bunch of folk. And then we're going to get rich off of it. That's what you do. Here's a watermelon subscription, so he gets a new watermelon in the mail. It's inflation proof. We're immune to it. Do we have any upgrades available? I thought I was like do some kingdom upgrades. Maybe not though. So we need to build a keep. What do we need to get a keep? Is it battlements? Unlocks early medieval era fortification buildings. Well, we're gonna continue rocking battlements. It's still gonna take how many years? 13 years. Oof.
Oh,
okay.
hi, Mark.
Surreptitious welcome in. Howdy, howdy, howdy. November, howdy. Thank you for the lurk. Ransoms. Oh, I forgot we have children. Perhaps. Oh, we have a lot of people in our prison. This kid's been in here for 34 days. They were born. They were born on October 14th. It's November 17th. And they've been in here 34 days. Does that mean that they were born in our prison? Twitch channel points are the new cryptocurrency. We're all about the crypto here. That's a lie. Melon Crate, I'm subscribed to that. Save 15% on your subscription with coupon code Anthro. I saw another streamer with a jail baby. Yeah, this I think this is like a full-on jail baby. Miriam. All right, well, someone's bound to want to pay for them, right? 2 gold. Come on. Do not care for your child enough? Oh, it turns out they have a lot of people in our prison, and they cannot afford to pay for any of them. Do we have any other children in here? I don't think so. Like, I'm not giving these folks up for free. You can go because you're 10 gold. We gotta make a little bit of profit here. Hello, howdy, howdy, howdy. How many other? No, you've been in here 3. Oh, you're 9? Ooh. I do feel that we should probably let the children go. I feel bad about... I'll take hooks on them if they can't pay to get out. Because I don't want them, like, dying in our prison. That's just a little bit a bridge too far. They've been in here for 3 years. They're only 7. Whoops. It was busy testing the DLC. It's quite fun, but there's still many localization bugs. Oh, boo. Yeah, Milos, we're not in the peninsula, so I don't know how much new stuff we might actually see, but I'm super pumped to kind of check out what we're going to run into. You can execute a few just to make an example. Well, it's funny you mention that because we do have, I think, one of our bonuses. I think we get like we pay less. Yeah, men-at-arms maintenance per dread. So we could actually save a little bit of money if we bump our dread a bit. And I am all about, although that probably helps us more when we're in the middle of a war. Not so much right now. We have so many of these people to bribe as well. I find the struggle somewhat grindy. Ah, boo. You just leveled up. That's what happened. Is the new DLC worth it, Llewellyn? So this is, we're basically like 10 minutes into it, and I have not experienced any of it just yet. Blackmail refused. We'll spread your secret sign because I mean, we're a man of our word. If we say we're going to spill your secret, if you don't, give us a hook, then we're going to do that. Obviously. But yeah, so I haven't really checked it out. I think there's a lot that comes for free. I don't know what Chatsubo means. So, Tyrannus, sorry. So, Chatsubo and Chatsubo Patron, all of the levels are references to my favorite book, which is Neuromancer. So, that's where Chatsubo Patron comes in. Chatsubo is a fictional bar. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in the free update. So, Llewellyn, like that's one of the nice things is even if you don't pay for the DLC, you're going to get a lot of stuff for free. I think if you want to play in the Iberian Peninsula, it's probably worth it. Like if this is an area you're really interested in. If you just want to kind of play in the rest of Europe and Africa, there's a lot of stuff that you get in the free update that I think will kind of impact those areas more. So because this is mostly a flavor update and a lot of like, because of the struggle system, if I'm not mistaken, that's part of the free update. as far as paying for stuff, unless you're kind of playing in this area, and I mean, Milos might be able to kind of have a little bit more info, but you'll want to pay if you want to play on the Iberian Peninsula. But because, they're going to have unique artifacts, unique buildings and monuments, things like that, all new dress. I think they have a new religion as well. But again, like there's a lot of stuff that also gets ported just to everyone else for free. I read today about a storm that blasted Southern Ontario last week. Yeah, it was really rough. It was really quote unquote funny, Biscuit, because the day we had that big storm, we were doing yard work in the morning, and like we knew there's a storm coming in the afternoon, so we wanted to get it out of the way. And I was just kind of finishing up, and the sky starts getting a little bit darker. I had my sunglasses on, and I realized, oh, it's really getting dark. And we're just kind of not really paying attention, but we're taking everything into the house. And as soon as like we walked up from the basement after kind of stowing away all our tools and like, up into the kitchen, we look out the windows and there's just like a torrential downpour. The wind is whipping around. Like I didn't get a drop on me. And within 30 seconds of us finishing up, it's like, oh, there's a giant storm here. But yeah, we were lucky we didn't have anything too bad. There was a lot of power outages in our area, like in our town, but we weren't impacted by that either, which was really, really nice. I was driving around Ottawa and had to pull to the side of the road. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, it was really rough where it was rough. It didn't last very long, at least where we were, but it was, yeah, not fun. We're not building anything yet. We're not collecting taxes. Let's just keep going down this route. I was outside, got inside in a glass bus shelter just as it hit. Ooh. I'm glad there was shelter there for you. We didn't get any hail or anything, but that could have been really, really bad. I think my wife is interfering again with the creation of this artifact. Yeah, so I'm going to pull her away. We will ransom off anyone that can be ransomed off. We can demand payments. Let's see. We can't because they don't have enough money. So titles can be usurped. So we can usurp the title of the Anointed Kingdom of Romanga. Well, I mean, this is interesting. The acceptance with Slavic cultures is crazy right now. Croatia, the part of the Croatian culture below Poland, it seems to be a great spot. Oh, so they made changes. Did they make changes elsewhere on the map as well then? Be able to play as the Pope and CK2. Having the church as a faction would be interesting. Oh, I don't know if you're able to. I didn't play a lot of CK2. That'd be interesting though. I think we're going to... I mean, I feel like this is probably going to anger the Pope. In fact, it will very much anger the Pope. Or we can just claim the Duchy of Tuscany. Which is probably a bit of a safer bet. We'll do that for now. I feel the ambition creeping. I feel that I hadn't planned on wanting to just expand a lot. But I mean, while we are a small kingdom here, we're a very mighty kingdom. We have an army to rival that of Francia here. So we might as well. Not without mods. Okay. I do know, didn't they add, because I don't think you can play as a Republican vassal. Didn't they add in CK2 so that you could? I don't know if that's something they're planning on doing here as well. You get game over after dying. That's kind of it. Boo. I guess you don't really have lands to kind of pass on. All right, so we do have a decent amount of money. Again, I need to be able to upgrade our castles here. But we have to finish getting battlements. What else do we want to do with our gold? We can finish upgrading our men-at-arms. Oh, so Attempted murder. Oh, we're just finding more secrets. But what's going on with our faction here? This is the peasant rabble. Oh, the peasant rabble in like our home kingdom though. Wait, what's going on in our home county? Oh. I forgot. We encouraged grave robbing. And then we chastised the beloved adventurer. I didn't realize that both of those things happened in my home county. Oh, that's not good. How do we bump popular opinion? Is there any way to do that? I don't think so, right? It's not a control issue. Uh-oh. All right, well, this could be a little iffy. Let's work on our knight effectiveness, though, in the meantime.
You know the score, pal.
We have a boss fight.
You're not cops, you're little people.
From my imperfect understanding of medieval European history, it seems that easily irked was a job requirement for popes. So if we take, I mean, there's bound to be another one soon enough. I mean, if they rise up in our home county here, I'm sure we'll be able to take care of them. Stewardship focus has some boosts. I mean, we are stewardship focus. I'm curious. Oh, I want to get that development in Realm Capital. Oh, there it is. Popular opinion. We're a little ways away from grabbing that, unfortunately. We got a boss fight here, friends. Inspiration realized. Here we go. And here, my lord. My beneficiary gestures to the door. Of her weavery, she has been toiling for months on my commission. Stepping through the doorway, I gasp as I gaze upon the work hanging in front of me. A large, stained tapestry of very fine craftsmanship. A beautiful garden is depicted on the cloth. The grass is green, flowers grow colorfully and luxuriant, and the trees laden with fruits seem to reach the sky. Our wealth tapestry. Look at that. Monthly tyranny and court grandeur bonus of +2. It is a masterwork of large wall ornament. Listen to that. Heckin' brilliant. Green background. We're not impressed. Give us more. Let's plop this sucker up, eh? What say you? We need to replace one of these. Well, we have a lot of... Is there nowhere else it can hang? Well, crap. So I'd have to replace Prestige Renown. Ooh, the metal boss. I don't really want to replace any of these because none of those are better than what we have here. That's a shame. All right, well. Oh, the boss wrecked y'all, eh? Morello has decided his time in Mount Tears has come to an end. The servants has packed his chests. All right. He has a claim on the county of Touraine. Turan? Where is this place that you have a claim on that you want us to press? It's in... Yeah, no. Get out of here. Yeah, have a swift journey. I ain't pressing that claim. Not for us. Fal, welcome in. How you doing today? I'm not going to worry too much about that faction. We're not going to let you go just yet. And who can we... Whose wars can we press? I'd rather be pressing claims than depressing claims. Fair enough. Who do we have? We have a Count Lothringia. You want the Kingdom of Lothringia. Who are you to us? You are one of our knights. Bouchard. Erling Breer. Oh, so we've made friends with Lotharingia, though. So I don't actually know that I want to. Although it looks like they're in pretty bad shape right now. They're about to lose a war. And they're in another war. It would be a good time if we want to, but I mean, that's just for one of my knights. Who else do we have claims for? We have a couple claims in Germany, including my sons, or my brother. My brother. My brother apparently has some claims, but I don't know that I want to go to war with Germany again. We have the Pope that we can apparently go to war with, but the Pope has really, really deep pockets. I made that mistake before. And I can pick up this county for you. This is a nice, easy win. So we can press this claim. Whose claim is this? Who is this for? Oh, it's just for us. It's to complete the set. I do like completing a set. They've got a lot of money, but they have no allies. They'll probably hire some... Oh, geez, we have another raid rolling in, though. Just as we're declaring war. Welcome the heck in, Temerity. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome, welcome. I'm Anthrophagic64. For anyone raiding in who hasn't met me, we are playing some CK3. And Temerity's been playing some Hard Space Shipbreaker, which I was lurking on you, and I know there's a couple of people we've been watching playing that. And I'm itching to get back into it. I think they just had a big update. But Temerity, how was your stream? How's your day going? Raiders, welcome in. I hope you had a wonderful stream today. You finished it. 100% achievements. Holy heck. Congrats on that. That's awesome. It's a nice, easy win. Yeah, this might not go very well. Fel, you hit it right on the head there. It was a version, or a Zangief, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, version 1.0. Oh, so was it early access earlier? Ooh. Do you know if there's going to be any like DLC or anything like that for it? Not a bit of a loss. We have to raise our troops here. Move our rally point. Get our men at arms. I had no idea it was early access. When I played it, I thought it was like legit out. I didn't know it was early access. Ooh. Philippa is coming to pay homage to us. We'll gladly take your 50 gold and everything that comes with that. Court Granger level 9. Heck yeah. I had no idea it was early access. When I played it, I didn't play it very long, but it felt like it was a complete game. It felt really tight. Well, hopefully they get more. I really need to go back to it. So the game was like cracked to me. Yeah, it was very satisfying. Like the mechanics of it, as simple as it was, like it just felt right. And I'm a little worried because I've been playing a lot of Star Citizen lately, and I know they have salvage coming in the next update. And as neat as the salvage in Star Citizen looks, it's not the same as that game. That game is just, it's so satisfying. We do also have a son that's been born, so we're actually going to pull a name from our name list. If you would like to name this child or have the child named after you, ! Join. And we're going to pull a random name in just a moment here. And if you don't want it named after you, then you can pick a name so long as it's TOS friendly.
Silence! Silence!
I was
Silence!
muted.
Silence! I concur.
But yeah, they with hardship, do they have? Is it open to the workshop, like the Steam workshop? Or I wonder if that's something they're going to look into. Join muted, you son of a gun. All right, I'm gonna pick a name. Or this no mods yet. Okay. Well, I mean, it did just, I guess, technically come out. Oh, co-op. Co-op would be a lot of fun. Also, really dangerous. I can see that going very wrong. Duneflint, congratulations. You name the son after you if you'd like. Or, if you'd like, anything TOS friendly. Yeah, it's only been a week. But it's funny that you mentioned that you finished off, because I think the other people that I was checking out, they were also finishing the game off. So it's been out a week and everyone's like just burned through everything, which, you know, makes sense. Yeah. Co-op, I feel like co-op would be... And they could maybe have like a couple different hull designs specifically for co-op, where doing things, you know, synchronized would really help. But I feel like a co-op of hardship would feel like Cooking Mama. Is it Cooking Mama? Where it's just, it seems like a really fun idea, and then you just end up at each other's throats after a while. Yeah, you already kind of had a good handle on things. Well, welcome to the family, Baby Duneflint. Look at this. They are baby genius. They are handsome. What more could you want from a child? We'll be doing our taxes. What's this? I don't remember. Were these always animated? The enemy banner. The Battle of Siena ended in an astounding victory. I eagerly listened to the messenger as he reads the report from my commander, Gottfredo. Then turned to my soldiers before me. My lord, we cornered the remaining enemies and made a valiant stand. They gave their lives protecting this banner. So we have just captured another large wall ornament. It will make a fine addition to my collection. Put it on a celebration pyre. We don't need this useless token. Here's the unfortunate thing. I feel really bad. I don't know if I need to feel bad, but I genuinely feel bad that I'm going to burn their banner because I don't have a need for it. But I really don't. Thank you very much for the follow, by the
Handsome
way.
ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to Crusader.
Handsome Annan.
Handsome ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to good
Dropping
Canadian
the gift
family
sub.
man.
Holy heck. Thank you very much for dropping the 5 gift subs. Thank you very much for the follow as well.
Handsome ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to Sir McBeardsley-esque.
Crusader, good Canadian family man. Metal, Sir Beardsley, George. Enjoy
Handsome
your gift
ENN
subs.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Yerg __.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Anyone who just received a gift sub, obviously, you can toss a thank you to Handsome Annan and enjoy your
Handsome ENN
emotes,
gifted a tier
and
1
reviewing,
sub to Metal _ 89.
all the wonderful things that come along with being a sub. And thank you very much for gifting those off. The worst bit of the nanocarbon engine sides are 6+ tons. Because the game, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember the masks. I remember trying to throw things in I had a hard time throwing things in like the proper bins and stuff like that. I'd always end up missing them. Especially with like the big heavy objects. I need to get back into that. More relic fires. It keeps us warm in our big castle. Yeah, we're going to toss this on the pyre. I feel bad about that. But we don't need it. Sorry, everyone. That was like a family thing. Espionage, unbelievers. Oh. My cousin, Emperor Milosh. Milosh, you're an emperor of France? Yeah, Francia. Yeah, I think you took this from your brother, who was previously sitting on the throne there. Still in our family, though, which is nice. A non-believer. Hey, thank you very much for the follow as well. Chamarity, thank you so much for popping in. Thank you very much for raiding over. Have yourself a great night. Have yourself a good sleep, and I'm sure we'll be chatting again soon. But have a good one. Okay, let's finish off this siege. My first engine side panel started going into the processor, and the furnace sucked it in after that. There's multiple tethers, including one back at the jack. Yeah, I in the small little bit that I played, I was just a mess with like doing all that, getting everything where it needed to go properly. And we have won our war. Sorry about that, and sorry about your banner. I'd say we'd replace it, but we are 100% not going to. Okay, so Burgundy has expanded a little bit more. We weren't really intending for that to happen. I think our faction is going to trigger in 5 months or so. We should also be working on swaying. Who are you? Oh, Duke Gerhard. Duke Gerhard, why are you grumpy at us? Oh, you just took over. Who did you inherit this from? Your mother? Wasn't your mother? Oh, we gave this duchy to someone. I don't know how you got it, but that's fine. We did burn the banner. Yeah. I mean, again, I felt bad, but like, what were we going to do with it? All right. So that faction's going to war us in a few minutes. That's fine. Who are you, and why do we want to vassalize you? I mean, we can do it for low feudal obligations, and then again, we can just bump them up. Found some attempted murder. Zengi, if we had to keep our castle warm, it was the cheapest source, you know, to kind of heat our hold. Can we not blackmail? Blackmail. Blackmail. Let's get everyone blackmailed. Phil for short. I forgot we have such stupid names. Hello, my fellow skeletons and meat mechs. Welcome in. Alistair, how are you doing today? Can we demand some payments? Oh, we have some prisoners. 28 gold is not enough. 10 gold. We'll take that. There we go. Here is the peasant rabble. We are not going to give you a tax lien.
Keep it secret.
We are going to rally the troops. We're going to deal with this peasant rabble once and for all. Also, can I get you to work on, I guess, control, since we're going to lose a little bit of it? Hey, thank you very much for the lurk. Okay, move our rally point. Raise our men-at-arms. And get going and attack them. Questionable concoction. Walking between audiences, I overhear my untroubled court physician. Holy heck. Holy heck! Dropping gifts.
Handsome ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to Ed Redmond.
Thank you so much. You don't got to keep dropping gift subs on us. All you got to do is hang out with us. That's all we
Handsome
ask.
ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to James W. 168.
168. Well, thank you very much. Ink Guy, Knox, Ed Redmond,
Handsome ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to Ink 3D Guy.
James Salantre, enjoy your gift subs, enjoy your emotes, enjoy your ad-free viewing. Plus, Handsome NN, thank you if you want.
Handsome ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to Knox ST.
I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for just hanging out with us, supporting the show here.
Handsome ENN gifted a tier 1 sub to
It was
Salenta.
very generous of you. I just saw this game on Game Pass and decided that's cool. You do Roman Empire 2 as I wait for it to install and decide to watch it rain. Well, I appreciate you popping in here. Yeah, this game being on Game Pass is heckin' brilliant. If you haven't played it before, it's even if you're used to playing a lot of, grand strategy games, there is a lot to it. But I would say the one thing to kind of keep in mind, if you play it as like a role-playing game, if you play it as a like a storyteller game, it's a lot more fun than if you just try and...
Wait, so all I have to is hang out. So you want to stop working on this pump and dump crypto scam I was working on for you.
No, keep the rug pull scheme. I mean, it's not a rug pull, not a pump and dump, not at all, He-Man Star Fox. It's all on the up and up. No, I appreciate y'all hanging out here. But yeah, the learning curve on this is huge. But if you focus on just like the story moments that come up, even when you lose, like even when like we've had our empire shattered and we're starting again fresh, the stories that come from that are a lot of fun. So paying attention to like the interpersonal struggles between like your character, the other characters, the ups and downs of it are what make it a lot of fun. So it's very daunting at first, but like I said, don't get discouraged because there's just so much really rich storytelling to it. And yeah, I think, if the game looked interesting to you, once you get into it, it'll be so much more than that. And it's still really young in its life cycle. There's a lot more game to come. And that's not even including all the mods, which has a great mod community, including total conversions. Like if you want to play a Lord of the Rings map, if you want to play like a Westeros map, like people have got you covered. So it's pretty cool. I think there's a whole vampire world mod. There's a ton of great stuff. Yeah, Brad, thank you very much for grabbing that Stardew Valley board game for us. I appreciate that. I've never played a game like this, so I expect to be kicked in that spot. Yes. This one is a lot easier to get than some of the older ones. The tutorial is fairly decent. And I would say this little thing up at the top here, this current situation button, this is your best friend. I use this all the time. This and your decision bar here. If you're ever kind of wondering what you should be doing, you can check up here. This will tell you what you can do. And similar with over here, this will kind of show you, options available for things to do. So keep those close at hand. And also definitely or I would recommend starting small. So you can play any character you want pretty much in the world here. Anything from like a lowly count of one county, all the way up to an emperor. But if you start as a count within like a larger kingdom, it can kind of help you because, if you're just a vassal in France here, if you're just playing a count, you can kind of have free reign to war other counts within the greater kingdom. Whereas if you're playing as an emperor, you have to manage the kingdom along with dealing with like external wars and things like that. So if you just play as a duke or like a count, there's a lot of things to kind of help you learn the game and just work on you're building your family, you're raising your children. You want to leave a county or a duchy to them that was better than when you got there, and just kind of start small is what I would definitely recommend. Let's talk about what kicks my butt every time. Let's talk about faction. I don't have too many faction problems, but like, I really try and just play nice. I mean, I say that as I'm at war with one of my factions. Just ignore that, I suppose. And we have another faction growing up around us. But those aside, we should get to this, though. Let's see. We have a questionable concoction. Walking between audiences, I overhear my untroubled court physician, Kira, discussing her latest flight of fancy. It is supposedly the strongest potion in existence and comes only from the farthest reaches of the world, or so say the merchants and alchemists I've spoken to. She pulls a vial of pale yellow liquid, swirling it beneath my courtiers' curling noses. They say it grants vigor and long life, and is favored by those who are going into battle, but only the strongest can handle its power. So basically start as a mini ruler and then go Roman Empire too. Exactly. And I mean, to that, like, you can restore like the Roman Empire. Like, that is something you can do, which is kind of awesome. But, and I would say it's probably the most satisfying. If you start off as a king, you know, becoming an emperor isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it's still a lot of work. But if you start as a lowly count, and then you become a duke, and then you become a king, and then you become an emperor, you know, then you have a lot of story that, you know, to go with that, which is a lot of fun. Hey, Magna Draconin, thanks for popping in. Been a while, but I hope you are doing well as well. And yeah, appreciate the lurk. And good luck with whatever gaming you are doing. As I shuffle off this mortal coil, I leave you my land, my titles, and my generation's long blood feud with the Fergusons. That will likely claim your own life as it has claimed your father's. Good luck. I mean, that's kind of an encapsulation of this game. So, strongest potion, you say? Give it here. There's a 1% chance that the potion kills me. There's a 1% chance the potion kills me. So, I don't think I'm going to take it as much as I kind of want to do this, because this would be a lot of fun. You can also turn pagan. Oh, you can change your religion. Go, you know, crusade with or against the Pope. We need to play the Khan and then take over the papacy. So the Khan is the Pope. That would be incredible, actually. Finally, something that lets me fulfill my oddly specific dream of making Roman Empire 2 official instead of, this is 100% the game for you. That is 100% a thing you can do. We haven't been able to eat the Pope ourselves, although you can eat the Pope. We did dismantle the papacy, though, last time. But yeah, we are playing as a content character. If we RP that contentness, then there's no reason that we would feel the need to drink this potion. I don't want to dismiss her, though. She's a good court physician. Yeah, so I think we'll just lose a little bit of opinion. Sorry about that. Also, any chance we can marry her off to someone who's like a good steward? Oh, Reinhold. Reinhold. Why don't you matrilineally marry her? We'll enforce our demands. That means we have a new prisoner. And Ubald here is actually a decent... They're a decent soldier, so I'm going to try to recruit them. Yeah, he can work in our army. Eat the Pope. You can also seduce the Pope. We're not a cannibal yet. Not yet. Kiss the crust. Nah, bro. Kiss the Pope. Took a weird turn. I don't know if there's anyone else here worth recruiting. Also, does anyone want to pay for this kid yet? Because I'm going to convert the kid and then send them off.
Keep it it secret. Keep it secret.
Yeah, we'll convert them and then send them off. Thank you very much for the lurk, Zangief. You gotta love marrying off members of your family to make people like you. Oh, but I mean, and I mean that's the majority of the game, right? It's solidifying those alliances. We put our family on the kingdom. I mean, and part of that is like we have our cousin is the Emperor of Francia, which gives us some bonuses for having family members there. Let's dismantle our army. There we go. Any shortcuts to cannibalism? I do believe if you invite a cannibalism to a feast, we're not cannibal yet. If you invite a cannibal to a feast, then it will give you the option to, or like that could trigger the event to become a cannibal. Give away free wives. When you have, depending on the ruler type you are, if you have concubines, you can gift off your concubines, which is 100% thing, 100% chance. There's 100%, thing you can do. Our grandeur level bumped down, but that's okay. Can we get a better, there we go. We're going to get a new steward. And holy heck, raids on raids today. We've got the Guernsey Dave train rolling in here. Welcome the heck in, Guernsey Dave. How are you doing today? Welcome in, Raiders. And again, if anyone hasn't checked out Guernsey Dave, click the link, go hit the follow button, check them out. They are delightful as heck. You will not regret it. Playing some Satisfactory today. You can also find Dave doing some farming from time to time as well. Gifting your concubines is also 100% tax deductible. Yeah, Guernsey, Dave, you go take care of what you need to take care of. I appreciate you bringing your community by. And again, everyone go check out Dave, because if you enjoy your time here, you'll enjoy your time with Dave. And hey, thank you very much for that follow as well. So we just married off our doctor to Reinhold here. And I think we're going to make them our new steward because they're actually talented.
You're not cop, you're little people.
Let's get that done.
This is a bad one. The worst yet.
We found some incest, of course.
Need your magic.
Turn over enough stones, you're bound to... We do have a lot of gold, so I think, even though it's going to be really costly to raise our army, I think we will bump up our...
A cannibal and his picky son are sitting at the dinner table. The cannibal says, "Your mother cooked very long and hard to become this meal and I expect you to eat it."
Gross. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, handsome Meninin. That was delightful. We don't get enough cannibalism jokes in here. That's not even a lie. Let's bump our control back up, though. Control's at 76, eh? Oof. And we can demand payments from the folks that we've been blackmailing. This does not do anything good for them liking us. That's okay. If we wanted them to like us, we wouldn't be blackmailing them. Reinhold is a solid name. And he is now our steward. And my daughter, Jadwiga, has given birth to a son. Which means, if you would like to name our grandson, !join, and as long as it is TOS friendly, we like to keep things PG-13 around these parts. You can pop it in there and we will get this grandchild named. Whatever you might want. We also have a hack up if you want to risk some credits. Today is actually the last day of our monthly credit challenge. So whoever is the most credits at the end of the night is going to get a free sub for next month and a custom Discord roll as well. People walks into a bar and asks for Jack Daniels. He left when they served him a drink instead. Groan. That's good. Biscuit, you making some credits off that boss fight? Finally. Now you're in it. I think you got a real chance today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull a random name. What do we have here? Chamarity. Chamarity. And I know Chamarity is off getting ready for sleepy time. So we're going to name this child after them. If I can spell correctly. A legend is born. Heck yeah. Homely legend is born. Our grandson. And we got a stewardship perk. Who is this? Nicholas? Princess Jadwiga? Is she? Oh, she's in Burgundy, I think. That's fine. I don't think you're going to inherit anything, unfortunately. Okay. Increase income per stress level. I'm not planning on being stressed, but that's okay. Legends are born feet first. That sounds terrifying. It's just a new person to eventually marry off to someone to be. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and what do we have here? The Duchess Elizabeth. As I push aside the sheets to lay down, I find a little scroll resting on my bolster. Someone has entered my chambers unnoticed. A chill runs down my spine as I carefully unroll the thick parchment. My graceful star, Lord of my heart. Keep my feelings secret no longer. From this day on, I will do everything in my power to prove my loyal affections. All right, so we have the Duchess is trying to woo us. I don't really have any need to let her do this, so I'm going to end that. Although she is King Luther's spy master. So by spurning her, we could find ourselves in a little bit of trouble. But I think I'm willing to risk that. How do you get your name in the game again? I want to name a kid. Yeah, so if you exclamation point join, and then, yeah, what Val said. Yeah, sorry, yeah, exclamation point join, space, then the name. Yeah, join the queue is the command to have a little prompt pop up. And bonus from studies. We swayed Gerhard, who is in a faction against us. And I think we might try sending a gift to the other count here. So we have Count of Orbelto. We're going to gift off an artifact. We have plenty of artifacts, but I don't think that we're using anywhere, including this crummy armor. So we'll gift off the armor. Hopefully that will make them like us. Don't know that it actually did. They gained 5 opinion of us. We will ransom off whoever it is that you want. John Cena. That's... All right. So where to next?
Kill the Gibson. Roger that.
Hack is up. Hack is up. Nagatha, Milosh, Val, Manapai, Brad, He-Man, Star Fox, all victors in the hack. Everyone won the hack. There was no losers. I think I'm going to ransom off everyone else here. I'm going to wait till you've got a little bit more gold. Ooh, my spy master is coming to the grave news. Someone is plotting to kill my niece, Alexa Bliss. Doesn't bode well. So Milosh still still winning. Well, like how many
No
problems would...
losers, you say.
No losers. Brad, did you lose?
Needs of the many outweigh
Oh.
The needs of the few.
Here we go. Brad.
or the one.
Reallocating our credits. This is one that we've only had once before. So I'm sorry, Milos. But it looks like you are losing half your credits. Dun, dun, dun. So, let's see if I actually have the... I have this correctly here. Where's my calculator? Did I check my... That's a good question. 906,126. You're going to lose 453,000. I'm just going to round it off. Sorry, Milos. But we're going to reallocate these to
DDL
everyone.
Down 11 gifted a tier 1 sub to You Are My Biological Father.
Oh, Double Down. Thank you very much for the gift sub going to You Are My Biological Father. Biological Father, enjoy your credits. I'm also... So we are actually... It's not just that Milos is losing these, but we're actually going to reallocate these amongst the folk that we have here. So if you give me a quick second, I don't know how many folk we have about 60 people right now. So I'm going to just divide this by 60. So everyone's going to get about 7,500 credits as we split this up. We share the wealth around. I mean, that's what we do here. It was very nice of Milos to donate their credits. Oh, it's going to everyone. No, let's round it up to an even 8,000 with some wise investing. And I hope this works. I mean, I think that's how... I might have need to capitalize viewers. That's my bad. I'm going to double check to see if that worked or not. $54. Oh yeah, it did work. Okay, beauty. Wonderful. So thank you very much, Brad, for redistributing some of that wealth. About time the communism paid off. That has put He-Man Star Fox back in the lead, though. Ooh, Milos crushing. Jaffe, welcome in, by the way. That's the first time we really had that work. Sorry, everyone, for pausing the stream, but we had to get that out of the way. Coming in at the last moment. Now, there is still a chance. There's still plenty of time for Milos to win it back. Don't think that it's over, you know. I mean, you would have earned around 6,000 credits. Now, the thing is, you are coming in on the last day. But tomorrow, a brand new month starts. Everyone's going to start off with 0 credits. We're going to be starting all the games all over again. But alas, Brad. And yeah, Double Down, thank you very much for gifting off that community sub. That is very generous of you. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a great day today. I mean, in the upside down, it's a brand new day, Jaffe. But we're time travelers. We are back in time from you. Emperor Milos, thank you very much for 100 gold. I know you don't really like us anymore, but that's okay. And who else do we have claims that we can press? I think, and with the reallocating of the credits, it might be a 1-a-day thing, but I also might turn it off in like the last half hour or something like that, because I don't want everyone kind of piling on at the end here. Bavaria, what's going on here? You have 2,000. Oh, there's a little baby running Bavaria. Hey, do we want to invade Bavaria? Commander Root is a bot. Yes. It's funny. I don't delete the bot credits because that's basically if you had done nothing with if you had done no gambling, if you didn't play any mini games, that is how many points that you would have, assuming that you're here for the entirety of the stream, which, I wouldn't want anyone to do because, oof. But yeah, exactly. But it's kind of a nice little baseline of like, if you have less than the bots, then you probably haven't been winning a whole lot. Well, I can barely do math problems now. So sorry, we have Duke Gerhardt has claims on the entire Kingdom of Bavaria. And we could press that for him. It says unlanded. I thought that said undead for a moment. Do we want to do that? Do we want to put our vassal, Duke Gerhardt? Oh, Duke Gerhardt, do you have a son that we can matrilineally marry our daughter to? Oh, you will not accept that, eh? I mean, if we don't matrilineally marry, Anthony isn't Canadian, he's really Dutch. We're going to marry, Anthony isn't really Canadian, he's Dutch, who's our daughter, to Philip von Eberston, who is Duke Gerhardt's son. Then we're going to press Gerhardt's claims on Bavaria. Therefore, our daughter will become the Queen of Bavaria. How the hell does a baby run a country? I mean, not very well. Australia says hi. Well, hello, Australia. All right. So let's press your claims. Yeah, there's no way this can backfire on us. Right. Duke Gerhardt, you want the Kingdom of Bavaria? Let's go to war with this kid. He's only got 30 gold and he only has 3,000 troops. And he doesn't really have a lot of friends. And if your daughter's Queen of Bavaria, you now technically own Bavaria. Exactly. I'm also Australian. And for the record, a baby was running our country up until a few weeks ago. Sick burn. Sick burn. Yeah, I hadn't heard too many favorable things about your former prime minister there. We'll go ahead and call our cousin, our ally, into war here. Shouldn't need them, but I mean, we have them, we might as well. Yeah, so congratulations on your election. We have a provincial election in just a few days here on the 2nd, and I fear our baby is going to be victorious and be left in charge. So I'm a little bit envious, I'm not going to lie. So I think we can probably get away with only raising our men-at-arms as well. Like, having our levies might be handy for just sieging things down. But I think we can probably win this war. Oh, we're going to have to siege down a lot of stuff, though. Yeah, maybe we'll raise all of our troops. It's going to be very expensive. But we accepted my betrothal. Now let's get our local armies as well. Yeah, no, Brad, I know that's the thing, and part of it is like he says he's like for big, for business owners, but like not really. He's just not a good person, regardless of who you are. And we're going to war. You mean Scott Morrison, who tackled the child and sure. Did he really? How often did that come back up during the election there? I mean, it's kind of funny if not for the fact that he's probably, a terrible human being. That siege isn't going well. Let's find something a little bit more appropriate. Our levies are basically just going to capture what they can while they can. There's a plaque out in front of the McDonald's. That's brilliant. I just love that. I don't know that I knew of anyone who liked him. Like, all I heard was like people, excuse the pun, like, but crapping on the guy. Like, I didn't hear anything decent. And wasn't he the prime minister during all like the wildfires who was just going on vacations? Like, he was just like a bad prime minister. Because his football team lost the finals. And I love that you call McDonald's a Macus. That's part of your folklore. I just love that you have the best prime minister folklore. And I mean, RIP, but obviously you've got your prime minister who just went for a swim, which is a tragedy, but also just like a weird bit of, trivia, He was the Ted Cruz of Australia. Bullcut here thinking he has any advice worth giving. A word of advice. Who is this? Our vassal, knight, and friend. Oh, he's our friend. Duke Lanfranco II. It's funny because we've been friends with his father and I believe his grandfather as well. The Lanfrancos have been pretty decent friends for us. I saw it between the market stalls and Mountiers, a heavy pouch tugging at my belt. Let's make this coin work for us. A word of advice, my friend. Have a look at this jeweler stall. Their wares might seem simple, but the potential is great. We can invest in the smithy. We'll get a smithy investment. So, hey, gold maintenance. Negative 10%. That's huge. Invest in the jeweler shop. What does that get us? Prestige. Taxes. No. Oh, investing in the smithy right now while we're at war, because we're losing 18 gold every month. Or day, or however often that is. 10% army maintenance. That's huge. Oh, speaking of army maintenance as well. Are we already on organize? Let's move to... I guess we want organize, right? They named a swimming pool after him, which is just the most Australian thing. Synonym, cinnamon. Oh, double down. I hate you, Pat Morrison. Jeez. Well, I hope your new prime minister. It sounds like, it's a good deal in that he's at least not as bad as the last one. I don't know that he's actually decent or not, but don't let perfection be the enemy of good enough in times like this, I suppose. Even tempered. I was watching Mankind play with the Elder Children when Athari tried to push him over. Mankind took it all in stride, as he is wont to do. Sat down and talked to her instead. Oh, Mankind. He's forgiving. I don't believe Mankind is going to be he is our son, but we've already disinherited him, so we don't need to worry about him, but making him forgiving, I'm okay with that. I don't need him to be, like, vengeful or anything like that. He was a Minister of Infrastructure. Okay. Who knows what he's doing then? Basically, he played City Skylines and won. 18 gold every month. Well, negative 18 gold is bad. And... well, crap. It all depends on the size of your kingdom. Like starting off, I always had a hard time trying to make like more than 1 gold a month. It does take time, and especially depending on your start date. If you start at a really early date, you don't have a lot of building infrastructure in your counties to make you gold. But yeah, negative 18 gold, it does drain the coffers very, very quickly. We do have a new perk, though. We can sell titles. Do we have anything that will help our... We don't really have anything that helps at this point. I want to get avarice. You know you've been gaming too long when this makes perfect sense. It's true. Hostile troops rolling through. What are we doing here? We're at 55%. Let's go ahead and... How much? Yeah, you can supply us. I haven't seen their troops. I honestly don't know. Oh, wow. We creep all the way down here. Taking a prisoner. I don't know if they're planning on attacking us or what the deal is. Almo's been around so long he played SimCity 1. I remember playing SimCity 1 on my SNES. I think my uncle had it on his computer. He probably had like an Amiga. But I remember getting it for my SNES. And it's cool because they replaced the... you had like Bowser that would roam through your city and destroy all the buildings, which was kind of awesome. We want to... Yeah, we want to expose some more secrets. Oh, that one's probably not going to go well, actually. All these people that we had secrets on are dead. What's the point of having a secret if they're just going to die? $14 to 15 gold. That's good enough. 50 gold. 10 gold. Yeah, SimCity 1 was awesome. I love that game. And we've had a daughter. What do we have here? So we have Prince Mankind. We have Prince Duneflint. This is something we need to think about, actually, because... How old am I? I'm in poor health. Which I don't think... We're ailing. I don't think I knew it was that bad. Prince He-Man Star Fox is set to take over. He's in fine health. Tyrannus is his son, so he's ready to go. But as far as our succession, right now we're going to lose the Duchy of Tuscany. Oh, I don't mind losing the Duchy of Tuscany to Duneflint. If that's all we lose... Yeah, you know what? That's okay. I'm not going to strip him of his titles just for that. But we do have a daughter here. So I'm going to pull a random name for our daughter. You know what game's good? When me, the person who only needs to see cool action to be sold on a game, wants to play it after looking at it for 15 seconds. Yeah, 100%. It just, like, it's something that, I think I had that with Stellaris. I saw Stellaris, and immediately I'm like, I need to play this. Now, did I watch people play it on YouTube for like 2 weeks before our... I didn't even buy it. Melissa, my wife, got sick of watching me watch YouTube. So she just bought the game for me. She's like, here, go play it. Stop taking up the TV. What's the point of having secrets on people when they're just going to die? I mean, what is the point, though? There is none. We're going to go ahead and pull a name. If I get around to it. And we're around to it, so here we go. Our daughter is going to be named Tyrannosaurus. Congratulations, you are the winner. What would you like to name our daughter? Assuming that you are still here with us. I'm going to blow my schnauze 1 second. And if you are AFK, I am simply going to name this lovely little creature after you. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, they are a genius and pretty. What a great child. So welcome to the world. Tyrannus, our daughter. Ooh, and we have seized, I have seized Hiram's battle axe after the siege of Wien. Go Tuesday. I have no idea where their army is. I don't know if they even have an army at this point. You go... get some supplies. Then go siege down. We're at 36%. Wait, what are we actually sieging down? Oh, wait. Were we asked into another war and then I kind of forgot about that? What? Why are we sieging down this place? That's part of Germany. What am I missing here? Am I going crazy here? So we are sieging down a county in Germany, but we're not at war with Germany. Stallers, heard about that? It was the thing with the space issue. It's by Paradox. Like, I'm all in on Paradox. And to your Rome thing as well. So CK3 is obviously a Paradox game. They have Imperator Rome, which only came out a couple years ago. And I think it was a bit of a flop, at least for Paradox games. But it was basically, you know, the Roman Empire version of this sort of thing. So that one might be worth checking out as well. Space Roman Empire. One of the cool things that you see a lot of people do. So again, with Paradox, they have so Europa Universalis. They have CK3, and what people will do is they will play a CK3 game, and then when they get to the end of the timelines, when like the 1400s, they convert their save game over to Europa Universalis, which goes like another 100 years into the future, and then they'll take their save game from that and they'll go and play Poi, like Hearts of Iron, which is a World War II simulator. Yeah, exactly. So they'll just take their save game through all the different Paradox games and kind of play it out that way, which is kind of fun. Tyrannus, sorry about that. I'd love a cider. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, a cider, please. I should, yeah. I think it might not be too late. I think we can still rename your character. So if you would like to name your character anything other than after yourself, because pizza is key to a good night. Let me know. We still have time. Sometimes soldiers get a case of the dumb and burn the wrong castle. True. Manapai, you have some fantastic luck tonight at the trivia. Thanks for popping in as usual and hanging out with us. Have yourself a good one. Hearts of Iron 4 is one that I really like, but I'm not good at. Like, I can't wrap it around my head. Like, for whatever reason, this game kind of makes sense the way everything works together. Hearts of Iron, it just... Thank you very much. And it should be a simpler game in a lot of regards, and I don't know. I can't read the game. 1, Brad. Lucky number 1. Turnus, what would you like to name your daughter?
Score, pal.
If you're still here.
You're not
Yeah, we can rename them if you want. I think someone mentioned you can rename them up to
The worst yet.
a couple years
The
old.
old Blade Runner. I need your magic.
You have 1,700 hours in Hearts of Iron. Ooh. maybe we should go to you with questions. Because I love World War II. And the game is... Holy heck, Brad. Gifting off some subs to us. Holy heck,
The
Brad.
underscore Brad gifted a tier 1 sub to Guernsey underscore Dave. The underscore Brad gifted a tier 1 sub to
what it
female
was.
gunman.
Smithereens. Did I get that right?
The underscore Brad gifted a tier 1 sub to Canadawn.
Well, heck, Brad, thank you so much. The gift subs.
The underscore Brad gifted a tier 1 sub to Orange Cat Mom.
Dave, Acol, Orange Cat Mom, Female Gunman, Caledorn, rather. I apologize. Enjoy your
The
gift subs.
underscore Brad gifted a tier 1 sub to Ackle 325.
Brad, thank you very much for the gift subs. Anyone who received a gift sub, obviously feel free to thank Brad. Enjoy your emotes. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. And thank you so much for, obviously, you know, being here and getting a gift sub. Brad, thank you very much for your generosity. Really do appreciate that. That is too kind. It's too kind of all of you. All you need to do is just hang out. That's all we want. Yeah, Smithereens. And they were a genius and pretty, so they're a solid kid. But you understand how the logistics works. The game's pretty easy. I think the problem I have is just knowing the implications of my actions and just like who's warring with who and like, I don't know. I know the game usually devolves into, as the name might suggest, Foul Boss. It devolves into, you know, your 3 or 4 factions. And I think for me, it's just, I'm still playing it as a game where I'm trying to just like win some territory for myself and like, you know, kind of paint the map my colors. When really, you know, I should be seeing who I'm going to faction up with and kind of position myself to make the best of that. I just don't know how it all works. And I feel like I've fallen behind. Like I really wanted to learn the game early and then keep up to date with all the updates. Because from what I've seen with like the ship updates, now the whole logistics with the trains, like it's very cool. And like knowing how, like I don't know how air superiority impacts battle. I don't know anything about building up my units as far as building a competent, you know, squad or whatnot. I don't know how any of the rock, paper, scissors might work. Basically, if you declare war on a fascist, then exactly, yeah. But I don't think I position myself well enough to like be ready for that. Like I'm not in a faction before I do that. The underscore bra. Is that some sort of foundational garment? Brad. Ooh. Hitches up his underscore Brads. Adjusts his tackle. Brad, we've got a new product for you to launch here. Is someone else trying to seduce us? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. As my eyes meet Duchess Ricardia's for what feels like the 20th time tonight, I know I'm not imagining things. All right. She wants me, and I cannot lie. I want her too. Or is punishing her husband, Duke Benedetto, what I truly desire? Oh, is she the Duke's spouse? Oh. So he's the one that's been trying to build the Liberty faction against me. And now his wife wants to sleep with me. Which... So... I'm content. I'm callous and arbitrary and content, but like... I don't know that callous is enough to want to do this. Because, yeah, like, getting a little bit of revenge on him would be good. but I don't think that this is how I would want to do it. At least not with this, not with this character. I think if I was playing a different character, that might be the way forward, but I don't think that's something I want to do. No, I can't do that. It would be, but I just don't think for this character it would work. Although she's not having any kids. She's not having any kids, and we're gonna die. And he is trying to rise up against me. So, Wizard, welcome in. Maybe we'll give her a good tumble. Yeah. Afterwards, she falls to the mattress with a thump. With ragged eyes half closed. All right. Nearly a moment later, she pushes my hand away with an apologetic smile. It's nearly morning. I better leave. All right. Well, let's get her out of here then. I don't need her to stay longer. It was what it was. Also, I was genuinely worried she was going to try and murder me. But I think that would have been a lot of fun more than anything else. Gerhardt, we're already winning a war for you. I'm not going to try and sway you anymore. If this war isn't good enough, then, I mean, I don't know what is. I do want to get our troops back into our territory here. Wizards, welcome in. Up to the task. So she's going to improve Reinhold, I think, because I want my steward to be tops. Sex followed by murder is theoretically not a bad way to go out. I mean, as far as going out goes, it's probably one of the better. I think praying mantises have it right. 22. Yeah, let's bump our stewardship. 24. We are cranking out that development. How was the FP? What is the FP? Now, how are you doing, Wizard? We have one over here. Let's keep rolling. I'm going to keep pausing the game every 3 seconds, because that's how we do. We found some lovers. Which, you know, I guess we can't talk now, because we're just as guilty. You're up to 75. Go ahead and take that county. Yeah, this is actually running really smoothly. Death by snoo snoo. Futurama had it right from the beginning. Ooh, we seized a beautiful spinning top after the siege of Groningen. We're getting all sorts of loot here. Into the barony here. I read a thing that actually said non-attendant male mantises in the wild survive their mating encounters. The head removal thing might have been because stressed bugs in lab. Oh, that's fascinating. Also, sorry to, you know, all those mantises in laboratory settings. What do we have here? Jadwiga, our niece, and Falendrin didn't name me. Our other niece. Our two nieces. Are they sisters? They are sisters. Let's see what they have going on here. My king, your niece Jadwiga, she just won't stop eating roasted almonds. My niece Falendrin didn't name me, stammers. Right at this moment, I spot Jadwiga exiting the pantry, carrying a pile of roasted almonds in both arms. Is something the matter, my liege? Uh-oh. I mean, this one seems like, who cares? She's a comfort eater. Good for her. She's not, you know, going to rule anything, so I really don't care. So as long as she's happy, I'm happy. I'm not, why would I imprison her? Pull yourself together. Bar from the pantry. I'm not going to bar her from the pantry. Oh, I have no real options. I have to chastise her in some way. So I guess I will just ask her to pull herself together. Get her to lay off the roasted almonds, I guess. I don't need her to pay me for them, though. Beautiful. She was okay with a little bit of chastising, and she gave me some gold for the almonds, which is a weird thing. We're a king. We don't need money for almonds. We got a Beyblade. We did get a Beyblade. Spiders do it though, unless the mail's fast enough. Well, good luck. Good luck to them, those brave souls. This is a little slow here. Fortunately, the only making progress is our men-at-arms, but I guess that's kind of what we expected. Sire, the tax revenue. Almonds! There should be an option to throw that entitled well, right? We should be able to punish her instead of her sister. Oh, we are out of supply. Get back to friendly territory, I suppose. Oh, we can get supply from here. Can you support us? How much supply do you have? 3150. No, you can't. We'll get back to the supply limit here. Yeah, 55,000 here. Almonds. Almonds for the poor. We're not doing tongue twisters again. We did those already. My spy master's coming to the grave news. It's Camilla, a commoner from Lancashire that's plotting against my niece, Alexa Bliss. Camilla, you are a nobody. Can we murder you? We can't murder you, because where the heck even are you? I can't do anything to you, so I mean, I guess good luck. I guess. And who is this? Oh, Anthro isn't really Canadian. He's Dutch, is now able to marry Philip, which is excellent. This is all part of our plan here. My favorite tongue twister is one smart fellow, he felt smart. Said 5 times. One smart fellow, he felt smart. Yeah. one fart smello. Immediately one fart smello. It didn't take long at all, did it? You get supply back. You are almost fully supplied. You keep pushing. Immediately one fart smello. Don't quote that. The worst quote. What we need to do is we need to actually capture someone. That's how this war is going to end. Wait, this is an endless game, or is there some point where they just say, all right, you're done now? So there is an end date. Although I do believe there are ways where you don't stop at the end date. It's like 1400 is the end date. 14 something something. I don't know the exact date. But I think a lot of people stop before then. So a lot of people will like achievement hunt, or they'll set the goal of they want to rebuild the Holy Roman Empire. And then once they rebuild the Holy Roman Empire, they kind of call it a day. Maybe they'll want to unify Africa. And then once they do that, they'll call it a day. So, you know, you can play until 1400, until like the end days, or, you know, you can kind of just play to get an achievement or so. Seashells is a classic, yes. Plus, it references an icon of sign. Oh, does it? I don't think I knew that bit of trivia. Who does it reference? Your avarice. Go. We are getting mighty old here. We're just kind of looking a little bit sad. This war might be a little bit much for us, too. I am a little bit worried. It might take the last of our years. Renaissance cutting off my Roman Empire 2 shenanigans. Again, I do believe you can keep playing. But I think that's technically the end of the game. And I think you get an achievement for hitting that point. Mary Anning, mother of paleontology. Oh! You know, I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea that's who was being referenced. I want a tongue twister named after me. Tongue twister, not a limerick. Quote 62 isn't as embarrassing as quote 92. Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried. It's 1453 when Constantinople fell to the Ottomans. Yeah, I'm curious too. I guess it would all depend on, like, that'd be a fun thing to, like, time. To, like, make that happen. We have a daughter. We're going to pull a name for, or rather, a granddaughter. We're going to pull another name here from our hat. The person who gets to name our granddaughter is... I dislike Matt. I dislike Matt. If you are still here, let us know. We'll name the child whatever you'd like. Otherwise, we are going to name it after you. There's also... I always forget the start date is relevant as well, but I forget... Is it... I don't think it's like the... I don't remember what the start date is. Like the death of Caesar or something like that. 12-inch pass. My nickname in college. That's a good quote. Effing Renaissance. It's just fun to say. All right, I just like Matt. Welcome to the world. Our acquaintances are dying, but really they're our prisoners. Mankind came to me complaining about Galtiero bullying him. He started asking how to get someone hanged. If he felt they should be. Just curious. If I want to get this other kid hanged, right? I guess he's going to be arbitrary. Prince Mankind, the arbitrary. You have it, no returns. All yours is living rent free in your brain now. We are doing a decent job of, like, sustaining ourselves on Bavarian raiding, like, monies, which I guess is good. This kid comes across someone actually named Matt. Matt's just like, what did I do? Selfish Shellfish just gained some traits. My granddaughter there. We have some more factions being created against us. What's going on with these factions? Catholic populist. They want independence. Whoa, why do you want... I feel like someone's working against me here. Who are you? Duke Benedetto. Oh, yeah. You, because I slept with your wife. That's fair. I guess I will... Let's try and, like, bury the hatchet, but why don't you like me? Ambitious, high taxes. Do you have high taxes? Hold on. They are high. I don't need them to be high. Oh, yeah. We won't use that for a name because we do keep the names PG-13, but I think we already have you in here anyways. Alistair, we have Gradrika as a name already. Tongue twister candidate, maybe. Canadian content creator creates Canadian content creator creates Canadian content. I mean, that's almost just fun to say. Oh, Vember, welcome in, by the way. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, so I don't know that you want a seat on the council. I think that's the one big thing keeping you from liking me. But... Oh, I can't even try and sway him while he's irritated at me. I mean, I don't want him. I don't. Fine, I didn't want him to like me anyway. I mean, I did. I was really hoping that he'd like me, but that's okay. How much content would a Canadian content creator create if a Canadian content creator could create Canadian? Oh, that one's a little trickier. That's a step up. And also, it depends on how much napping they want to do, I think. Oh, there's the enemy army. If you can call that an army. Let's go march down and who's leading it? Who's leading their army? Oh, it's just a duke. I guess the unfortunate thing about this war is the king, or the queen rather, who's delicate, isn't going to be leading any armies. Creating Canadian content. It just sounds tiresome. I think there's just a little too much apologizing. We're 96% of the way done. I think we've pretty much got this one wrapped up. In fact, I might drop some of our... It's about time. I'm sorry I didn't create any more, eh? Alright, so we have won a war for Duke Gerhard. We have given him the Kingdom of Bavaria. I mean, that's a pretty nice gift. Yeah, Prince Gerhard, of course you like me. You're a heckin' giant. Do we get like an alliance here though? Like, we should be pals. And did I not... Who's your heir? Yeah, I've already married my daughter off to your son. We did what we had to do there. Let's disband our troops. Do you maybe play this? Or is a bit of all the people who made this game, or just... So as far as the different games that I play this every Tuesday. If you're asking about the other games of like Paradox games, the folk that made this, one of the other games that I'm playing probably the most right now is City Skylines, which we play tomorrow on Thursday. It's also by them, although it's not a grand strategy game. Count Warner is coming in. Kneels in deference. Gives us some gold. He really doesn't like us. Probably because we burnt his banner. Try and sway him a bit, get him to like us. And I don't really play any of their other grand strategy games. So like in my off time, I'll play a little, I mean, Stellaris I play a lot of. I don't play any Europa Universalis. I don't play any Hoi 4, at least not on stream. There is Victoria 3 that's coming out, I think perhaps by the end of this year. And that's another game that is super daunting, but I'm really interested in learning. And I think that one is a little bit of, was it like 19th century Europe, North America? But I think it's more economics based. Instead of Uber, an app that summons bears. Call it Uber. Solid. I'm okay with that. Crap, my wife had another son. We're going to have to take care of this immediately. I don't know what our succession is going to look like after this. So we're going to grab another name. I don't suspect you get very many like 5-star ratings off that. The next child is going to be named... There's nothing wrong with an elegant beard, right? There's nothing wrong with although this one's getting a little scraggly. Nothing wrong. Double down. God damn it. Double down. Congratulations. Welcome to the world, beautiful sun.
This game is rigged.
Cinnamon. Or a genius son. They're going to need to be a genius to be able to pronounce their own name. That's for heckin' sure. We've got numerous problems. Victorian eras 1830s to 19. Yeah, I think so. I think it goes right up to like World War One, if I'm not mistaken. I never played Vicky 2 because again it was a little too much spreadsheets even for me. But I would like to. I'm really interested in playing Vicky 3. And if they make it, like if they make the learning curve anything like this, I'm really excited to check it out. So we're going to lose Tuscany, which is okay. We're also going to lose... No, this is not okay. So cinnamon. We're going to have to do something about this right now. So mankind is already disinherited. Prince Duneflint. We can't ask to join a holy order just yet. Hey, Ovember, thanks for popping in. You have yourself a wonderful night. I played Victorian Civ 6 if that counts. I think it carries over. I think between Duneflint and cinnamon, we're going to have to disinherit synonym. If I can. Disinherit. There we go. Sorry. But it had to be done. We have to maintain our succession. Again, if all we're giving up is Tuscany, that's okay. Everything else we're keeping. Too many spreadsheets. Sometimes you got to look at those breadsheets. What? Yeah, we are trying to... The idea of this game was to play tall. And right now, the only way we can kind of deal with succession is just to kind of disinherit some of our extra kids. That way we maintain a stranglehold on things. All right. Croatia is its own kingdom now. Interesting. Alliance farm with Prince Philip of Bavaria. Oh, did it happen already? Oh no, because that was because of the marriage. But he's a ruler of... What was he given? Lichtenberg. Okay. So his father granted him that. That's okay. Sorry, synonym. I can't pronounce your name, so I'm disinheriting you. I mean, basically. And a ransom. You want 50 gold? We should check our prisons again. Ooh. We'll try and get rid of all of the children in our prisons. Or, you know what? Maybe they're hanging around. They got to pay if they want them back, you know? Otherwise, we're going to use them to execute down the road, I think. Being disinherited doesn't surprise... I mean... probably fine. Anyone who wants to pay ransom, you're more than welcome to. We have a... She's competent. Competent is not good enough. So we're pretty rich again. I'm going to ask the Pope for some gold. Selfish Shellfish can marry now. Can we matrilineally marry you for anyone who's got traits? Oh, you have traits on the Kingdom of Lotharingia. Oh. The Kingdom of Lotharingia. We could then press those claims for you and marry you matrilineally, which would put our grandson onto the throne. And you don't have any other children. That's a good deal for us. A really good deal for us. At least Burgundy controls the Riviera. That slip fees from the super yachts could bring in some good income until like a billionaire wants us to, I don't know, blow up the river to move their yacht or something. And we do have some low durability. Let's fix our... What is this? I don't even know whose horn this is. But we'll repair... We're not going to repair the finger bones. Charting the human body. Where do we get this from? Not the finger bones. Get rid of the finger bones. The battle axe. This one wasn't even that great. I think the axes were kind of forgetful, so I'm just going to ignore them. You gotta love pressing those claims. Don't know what that means, but claim pressing, yeah. So the idea is, because we're not looking to, I'm not looking to conquer everything, but I want my house, the wealth mountaineers, like our family. I want to make sure that our family is running Europe. So when I was playing as my father, King Wizard the Hunter of Burgundy, I arranged some marriages so that my children would take over France. Now, Emperor Orson here, his father, Milosh, is my cousin. So my father put him on the throne here. And basically, he's a descendant of our family tree. So part of the idea of what we're trying to do is like what we did in Bavaria here, where I married my daughter to their prince. And then I pressed their claim so that they would rule Bavaria. That way my daughter will then become the Queen of Bavaria. And what we just did here is I married off a daughter, someone who has claims on Lotharingia. So right now, King Sigurd here is the king of Lotharingia, but I have someone who I married my daughter to who has a claim. So I can press his claim, go to war with Lotharingia, and then put him on the throne. And once I put him on the throne, because I married my daughter to him matrilineally, that way any children that they have will have my house name, will be of my blood. Therefore, her child, which would be my grandson, will one day be the king of Lotharingia. So you're kind of playing the long game. So while I won't directly control Lotharingia, just like I don't directly control France, my family is sitting on the throne of France. So I can kind of say that, you know, I basically want to control, like I want my family to control all of Europe. That's kind of the goal. Yeah. Now, I could become an emperor and just control everything and like take over everything. But we did that last time. In fact, we were playing as a Viking ruler, and we took over basically all of Europe. Or at least Eastern Europe, and we got like right up to France here, and we controlled it ourselves. But it's a little bit different. We're just making sure that our family, just like the Habsburgs in real life, right? You look back and how many Habsburgs related were rulers of this or that. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hoping to do here. So to that, who did we just marry my daughter to? Did that go through?
Hans.
Bobby.
I'm your white knight.
Yeah, exactly. And the hack is up. Biscuit, the only one to win the boss fight there, to beat the Dogtrot boss. Addition to payments, we have some livestock. I think we're just going to take the bonus to the county. Come on.
Hack the place!
The development growth. I think I would rather have that. Or... Ooh. Stewardship challenge, 81%. Hold on, let's see if we can. If my wife helps me with my stewardship, big change. They're 82%. But 20% compared to, what is it, 10%? That's pretty solid. So 82% chance. Let's see if we can do it. All right, so we got a huge development growth bonus. You get back on patronage. We'll get our wife to help us with that. I don't know where this fellow that we married off is. I would like for him to show up, though. And yeah, we want to get that realm capital growth. I think we're going to die soon. That's kind of the one downside right now. I think we are knocking on death's door. Did you get married? Or was it my granddaughter that I married off? Oh, boo. I might not be able to press his claims because I think it was my granddaughter. I might have misplayed that a little bit. I hope I muted anyways. Belated Whoa Jeff raid. Hey, Infinity Simplex, thanks for raiding over. Thanks for hanging out with Jess and myself. I hope you're having a great day, by the way. Sad Tato. That's not good. Sorry to hear that. I hope everything's not too terrible. Oh, Count Werner is warming up to me. They do not like me because I burnt their banner. I will let my Chancellor deal with this. Right. We have an armor inspiration. No, that's the same armor inspiration. Can I ask you to leave? Maybe I can't. I was asleep and Anther helped me wake up gently. Usually it's the other way around. Usually I'm helping people fall asleep. But I'm not doing too bad. I hope you are doing well. I hope you got a good nap in. What are we up to here? How close are we to getting our... We're still a couple years off, unfortunately, for the battlements. 6 years. I took mankind out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. He had not hesitated in the slightest to bring it down. He is ambitious. Ooh. I do like the idea of playing as an ambitious ruler, and that's when we decide that we're playing tall isn't good enough for us. The game's starting to sound a lot more like Strategic Marriage Simulator. Oh, Alistair, so it's funny you mention that because if you go on Reddit, there are 100% guides on how to marry, because it's not so much a marriage simulator, although there is that aspect, but there's also like a breeding simulator, because when you're planning a marriage, let's just find a spouse for Princess Smithereens here. One of the things that you do is you have these things like pretty and genius. These are inheritable traits. And what you want to do is, because these have a chance of being inherited by your future generations, because like if you have genius children, that gives you a +5 bonus on diplomacy and martial stats, like all of your stats. It's a huge bonus. So what you're doing is you're looking at all the potential people that you can marry. And not only are you looking to see what their stats are, if they have claims or alliances, but you're taking a look to see if they have inheritable traits themselves, because you want to get as many good traits into your family, and you want to avoid the bad traits. Like you don't want, to be club-footed or paranoid or things like that. You want robust children. You want homely children. Maybe you want giant children, which is a little bit of a mixed bag. So you start picking marriages for alliances and stats, but also if they have desirable traits or not. Or you play it the other way. Maybe you want a whole family of albinos, Trying to become more active. My best friend is getting married in October. Everything is burn fat, 1500 day. I know people are, ooh.
Kill the Gibson.
Roger that.
Oh, Ado, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds like a lot of mixed messaging there. And like having the wedding in October is definitely a little stressful as well, with that kind of looming there. Doc Trout, welcome in, by the way. Sorry to hear that, Tato. Mixed bag is the name on my dating profile. As long as it's not the reviews, Dog Trot. So you want to get claims, alliances, a whole pile of stuff? Yes and no, because there's so many different ways to play, which is the nice thing. And it all kind of depends on where you're playing in the world as well. So depending on your religion, depends on whether, you can have children inherit right off the bat. So, and like there's a lot of laws you can play with. Sometimes you can have women on your court. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes if I want to go to war, I have to have a claim. But if I'm playing as a Viking, they don't necessarily need claims to go to war. They can just conquer the territory beside them. So depending on where you are in the world, like if you're over in India, some of the rules are going to be totally different. Some of the laws, some of the, it really does depend on where you live. But that's kind of what makes it interesting. The world is huge. And basically we have spent our entire time staring at this part of the map. And again, like there's all this up here. There's all this over here. The Middle East and India, we will never look at these areas of the map. And yet if you start a game there, it's going to be completely different. Do you want to climb stairs without wanting to die? I think that's a fair goal. That's fair. Is Negatha in number 1, eh? Because Melissa says she doesn't count. We'll see about that. Let's demand some I can demand payments from Gerhardt. I'm not going to do that. But we do have a lot of dirt on a lot of other folk. Man, France has a lot of dirt. Yeah, that's the thing is like, you're never going to learn everything all at once. And I've kind of intentionally just not bothered learning everything. Like things are still a surprise. There's aspects of the game that I barely look at. Like you can kidnap people. I don't think I've ever kidnapped anyone. I do a lot of murdering. That is something I do, but I don't think King Sigurd here. I don't want to press your claims, do I? Oh, no, I do. Was it Adolf? That is who I married her to. Okay. These are, I think this is what we want to do here. So King Sigurd here. He's defending, he's losing this war. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until this war is done just because I don't know how that would work. If there's two claims, because he's defending against a claim on the kingdom. And if we go to war for the kingdom and that war finishes first, it might just invalidate our war. I'm not too sure how that happens. Diet culture sucks. I hear that. Potato, don't even worry about it. I hear you. All the misinformation out there makes me sad for people. Well, that's the problem too. Is like dieting is such a fad thing where like there'll be one diet type that's in vogue, and then like next month there's another one, and next month like, and how do you know? And whatever was like the best thing one week is all of a sudden it's, oh no, this is actually really dangerous for you, and you shouldn't. It's no, I can't keep up with that. You know what? Maybe we'll just do it. We have the prestige. We're probably going to die soon. Let's go ahead and press these claims. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, half of them are actually harmful. All right. So we have married our daughter off. If we can get her on the throne, then our grandson might be able to take over Lotharingia. They're in a pretty weak spot right now. Let's go ahead and we'll raise our men-at-arms first. I'm going to beeline for their capital. And then we're going to go ahead and raise our local armies as well. We'll send them all out. All right, we are back at war, friends. Oh, I guess, you know what? We're actually going to help them inadvertently by uncapturing a lot of this territory. Oh, and our spy master has died. Eugenia, how did you die? Natural causes. Right, we need a new spy master. Dauphin Amory of Vinoy. Looks like you're a knight, so you might die. Oh, but you're the best we have right now. And you want a position on the council, so I guess that works out. Hey, Milosh. You're heading off. You have yourself a good night. You ever kidnapped for... Thanks for adding that. I mean, Alistair, the worst atrocity we ever did was when our wife had cheated on us and gave birth to an illegitimate child, and then we then married that child off to her own father without them knowing. So, I mean, you can do some pretty messed up stuff in this game. Okay, so they've lost their one war, but it looks like our claims stuck around, so we'll keep doing what we're doing here. I think I'm okay with the Italians. Did Milosh and Nagatha go all in on the last hack? I think so. I think they're both like killing it as far as credits go. King Sigismund's tapestry we just took. Oops. They might want that back. That's one of the cool things too, is if you capture, anytime you're capturing ornaments and things like that, they can war you to get them back. Gift Beyond 47, welcome in. I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing yourself? I guess natural causes. We did have, Alistair, we did have a 6-year-old die of natural causes once, so. I hope you're doing well, Gifted. Nose for profit. Who are we out with? While out on a leisurely stroll, the cry of particular merchant stands out from the regular hustle and bustle of the streets. Greetings, my lord. Here at the myriad of goods in the stall, I can hear Reinhold murmur. The etchings on that piece must be real and quite valuable. I believe this piece will be most lucrative choice. So we're going to go with Reinhold's recommendation. We're going to try and buy this. It's 85 gold. We have money, so I think we're good. And we are not very good negotiators. So, once we're past the next two cells, Reinhold looks at me disapproving. This is what you wanted. Just rolling ahead, marking the end of our conversation. It was merely a test. I got what I wanted. Did we get what we wanted? We got quail eggshell. Oh, it's a gem. Okay. It's kind of terrible, though. Well, that's done. I can play it off like our poor negotiating was on purpose. And at least we succeeded in that. So there's that. Tozzle. Welcome in, Tozzle. How are you doing today? You suppose okay. Doing your third ever run. Ooh, that's exciting. Are you playing with the new DLC?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Thanks, Tato. I'm okay with the Italians. It's a man in. Hello, hello. Also, how's the little one treating you? A lot of empathy. Oh, Tato, yes. Yeah, Speechcraft 100. Not when it counted, though. So we're just going to keep... You're not sieging anything. We just lost another counselor to natural causes or natural causes. We're really close to death as well, which makes this war really dangerous. Oh, our marshal. That's actually pretty important. We'll get our Duchess Gemma. Holy heck. Holy heck. It's been a day full of raids, and we have another raid rolling in here. And you passed the pie. Rolling in here. A fellow CK3 player. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? He's stirring. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have a question about CK if anyone's willing to answer. What benefit does consecrating have? Done it, does it give piety? Ooh, to all descendants? That's a good question. But raiders, welcome in raiders. Holy heck. If anyone here is not already following, can you pass by? Click the link. Go give them a follow. They're a fantastic human being, a wonderful streamer, and she's also an incredible artist. Especially, I mean, I don't know about outside CK3. I can only assume, but the crests that she builds, all the family emblems and things like that are gorgeous. It's some incredible work for something that I could never do. Even if I attempted like a striped banner, it would probably look trash. But she's incredible. So go give her a follow, check her out. Might be your new favorite streamer. You don't want to miss out. But how are you doing? Welcome in. How is your stream? And I have to imagine that you've got the Iberian DLC. Have you checked out any of the new garments? Anything going on in the new DLC? I'm sure your striped banners would be amazing. I appreciate the sentiment. I remember I was in your stream probably a week or two ago when you were looking over the notes about the new clothing and stuff like that. So I have to imagine that you've already kind of dipped into it. I struggle with striped banners as well. Solidarity. I appreciate that, Tozzle. Thank you. Tozzle, what'd you think of Monaco, by the way? It was all about the cosmetics, the clothing. I thought and I'm not one that usually goes in on the outfits, but I thought they did a really good job on them. Like, they looked incredible. Oh, what do we have here? Penelope? Penel? She's uninterested in me, as always, but I'll give her some pets. She's mostly interested when I have food. Pretty cute. Oh, there she is. Oh, Ferrari. Oh, Ferrari. It's embarrassing. They easily could have had that, I think. And I mean, there must be upset. What land did we start with? Gifted. Oh, Gifted. Sorry, I was going to look into that for you. The Consecrated. And then I got off track here. Well, we got raided, so that's not really a thing. We started as the Duke of, what is this, Mountaineers here? What's the duchy here? I think we actually started as a Duke of, maybe it was Saxony. And then our goal was to form the Kingdom of Burgundy. So we were first part of the Kingdom of Italy. We broke free from Italy. We joined Lotharingia. Then we broke free of Lotharingia. Then we formed our own kingdom. And now we are back to just winning the day. But as far as the consecrated bloodline, that's what you're asking about, correct? So you gain the trait Paragon. So vassal opinion plus 20. Oh, is that the one that you're talking about, the consecrate bloodline? Oh, hey, thank you so much. Again, thank you so much for raiding over. You have yourself a wonderful one. But yeah, take care of what you need to take care of. And again, everyone go check out. Go give them a follow. You will not regret it. Sorry, yeah, I missed your question. I don't know. I think it's just you gain the trait Paragon. I don't know if that's passed down. I would think that it is. A fame trait is a special trait gained from a specific circumstance. I don't know if that's passed down or not. I would think so. I would imagine much like becoming a witch. Because if your family becomes a witch, then you pass that down. I think this would be a similar thing if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we're popping headbands, eh? I should have muted the microphone for that. Sorry. Take off, eh? Okay, sorry, I'm catching up on chat now. Okay, all right. Those are bloodlines. And yes, I think that's a family trait, so I think it sticks around. And let's keep conquering. No, what are you talking about invisible? It's green. I'm sure you can all see how green it is. Essentialization. This is really nice. We get the bonus to the development growth. Keeps my head nice and cool. And what is our development? I think we're up to 23. Ooh, our culture joined the high medieval era. New innovations available, which would be great, except we need to finish off battlements first. Thank you very much. And dangerous faction. Which one? Peasant rabble. And Scartown Games and Hobbies. Get out of here. We have 12 months to deal with that. It's fine. I'm sure we'll manage. You go... Yeah, I don't necessarily want to engage these other armies. I have a floating pile of fluff on my... Here's Majestic. Well, thank you for that. I think I'm due for a haircut. Maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? My granddaughter, Selfish Shellfish, has given birth to a daughter. So, Selfish Shellfish here is why we are in this war. Because her new husband, Adolf here, has a claim on Lotharingia. So we're trying to put him on the throne. And then, because it's a matrilineal marriage, her child, who is of our family, will then take over. So, this child could become the queen of Lotharingia. So it's going to be a fairly important name here. Unless they have a son, then it's not. So, their child, my granddaughter, shall be named. You're my biological father. Congratulations, John Cena. Named after my headband. What beautiful spelling as well. They are fecund and hale. What a wonderful child. Yeah, there's definitely certain connotations that come along with a name like that. We're doing fairly well at capping here. In fact, oh, we don't have anyone leading our army here. We might hire someone. Yeah, you go lead. Oh, they're warring up here. We might be able to actually engage their main host. Oh, they just got beaten. Not good. Ooh, they're capping back here. So this is a bit of a pain in the butt because we're going to have to go engage with the enemy of our enemy. But I think if we weaken them enough, then it will slow down them winning their war, which obviously benefits us. I can actually send you up as well. Get some reinforcements in there. Although we should still be able to beat them fairly easily. Yeah, we're trouncing them. Beautiful. That was a nice victory. They lost 1,500 troops. We lost 184. And our knights, I think... Oh, we didn't kill any of their knights, which is a bit of a shame. That would have been nice. Split the place. Medieval Europe, no one splits anything. It's all or nothing. Go capture that. Are you able to... Supply limit. No, you're oversupply there, eh? We don't have a great place to resupply here. Actually, you can supply up there. And you should be able to supply in their capital. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know that there's a way to properly do that. Count Werner. We're just, we're trying to sway them. We're trying to get them to like us, but we're not going to push our luck too much there. I think we're just going to let it happen. Now, where is the city? Is that the barony over there? Right. You supplied up. You supplied up. What is this? What is this building? Palace Achaean. Palace of Ashen was chosen by Charlemagne to be the center of power. The empire served both as a political and religious purpose and is an excellent place for hosting important gatherings. Well then. Oh, here we go. Our peasant rabble. It's rising up against us. So we're going to divert 4,000 of our troops to go take care of this in Geneva. We're going to take our men-at-arms here. I guess we're going to just continue capturing. And hopefully we can get there before they siege that. Oh no! And we've died. Of course. Crap.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
Okay, well, things just got really interesting. King Wizard II of Burgundy rests in the arms of the Lord at 66 years of age. He died of old age. Although quite famous for his sharp intellect, he could still not outsmart death. King He-Man Starfox ascends to the throne. Surrounded by enemies and rivals, many hope that He-Man Starfox's rule is not struck short by means of dagger in the back. Why would that happen? Why would that happen? Oof. We reigned for 20 years. It was a solid 20 years. So we only lost Tuscany, which is fine.
Kneel before me.
Kneel before me. Alright, so... There we go. We start off as King Duneflint, way back at the beginning. Duke Patches, Duke Fluffernutter, King Ropstercraw, who formed our empire, reigned for 51 years. Was it the longest reign? Definitely was. King Ropstercraw passed on to Wizard the First, who reigned for 40 years, who passed on to Wizard the Second, and now on to King He-Man Starfox. So we have a lot of things we need to take care of here. Thank you very much for those biddies. So, we have a learning lifestyle that we've already gone down. Ooh. We're good for domains. I think we've got decent... Oh, look at these stats. You are a heckin' Chad here.
You know the score, pal.
Your child doesn't have a spouse yet. What a great heir.
Worst yet. I need the old Blade Runner.
You only have one son, though. That's interesting. That's really interesting. We got a boss fight here as well. Exclamation point boss. Let's find a wife with some decent inheritable traits here. If we can find a couple, that would be great. I don't know why we didn't get our grandson married a lot earlier. Ooh, Clorinda. She's a little bit older. We want someone close to our age. In fact, just a 5-year age difference, I guess. Oof. It's slim pickings. I think we definitely waited too long. But we have Hail, we have Genius. So if we took like a beauty trait, if we took like a fecund trait, that would probably be fine. We want to stick with the Catholics. Ooh, claims on the Kingdom of Scotland. How about that? I mean, that's a little far-reaching. But that's kind of interesting. Although not great stats for a wife. Where are our shortcomings? Diplomacy. We need someone to help us with diplomacy. Diplomacy and... Oh, no. Yeah, and this is for our son. And learning would be nice as well. Maybe Elizabeth here. So she's Catholic. She's pretty, which is a trait that we need. But more importantly, we get a really good diplomacy bonus as well as learning. So I think this might be a good get. And we definitely should have married them off a long time ago. And then Metal Boss. Metal Boss wrecked everyone. So we're not going to get any good... Like, we'll get a good trade out of it. But that's kind of it. But we've got decent stats as well. So I think that'll work out okay. Yeah, so we'll go learning lifestyle. Because I want to get our development going. We have really good learning as well. We got really good stats all around. Learning. We'll go with the development growth bonus. We'll play into what we're good at here. What are our armies up to? I think our armies are still doing what they're doing. We actually didn't lose any troops. We lost Tuscany. I think. Well, we only lost the Duchy of Tuscany. So our brother is still our vassal. Fill all these in still. And on succession, everything will go to our son for right now. So nothing changes there. As far as our factions go, we'll have to check on those in a second. We have artifacts that we need to hang. Oh no, we have a couple of duplicates, but I'm not ready to swap them out. So I think we're going to leave those. It's Tuscany. There's not... Oh, there is an event. We're going to worry about this event in a second. We need to get our... So Reinhold's going to stay our steward. Our archbishop is good. Our archbishop likes us. Our wife is going to assist us, which is okay. We're pretty... Are we small? No, just put us in the background there. Our chancellor. Okay. Ooh, crap. Duke Benedetto, whom hated our father. Absolutely hated our father. And unfortunately, they are the best fit for our diplomancer here. So I'm going to put him on the court here. He is sick, and I am going to work to sway him. Our marshal, our Mathers here, is going to be... I'll put the Duchess. She's a strong vassal as well. So that works out okay. And our spy master... Profane Amory. Again, a powerful vassal, so this works out okay. Okay, so that wasn't too terrible as far as who wanted to help us. We just got Tyrannus married. Ooh. A lot of prisoners we can ransom off here. Oh, but we're in the middle of a war, so I'm going to hang on to our prisoners. Too few knights. What's our knight situation? Oh, 10 out of 15. No kidding. Let's go ahead and we'll invite some knights. Come give us a visit here. We are losing a ton of money right now. No, let's unpause it. Let's see how things play out now that we have everything sorted. Close this. And lastly, we are still working on our battlements. So 18 months, which is fantastic that it's only going to take 18 months. Might be able to stab some prisoners out. if our... So she accepted the marriage proposal, which is good. If our factions don't cool their jets in a second, which they should, we might execute a few prisoners just to kind of let everyone know what's going on. But they're actually not. So, oh, also, we inherited a murder plot, but like the murder's not going well at all. Can we back out of that? That would have been really bad because there's no way we would have got away with that. We would have got caught trying to murder someone. Let him know you're in a stabby mood, right? I want to, yeah, prisoners. We have 17 prisoners. We have a couple prisoners who are not of our faith, so I think we can execute them without any, yeah, without being a tyrant. And we will publicly execute, which will give us some popular opinion. It's not going to make us any friends, that's for sure.
Silence! Silence!
I've been muted this whole time.
Silence!
Panic, thank you for that.
Concur.
Sorry, I was discussing how we weren't gaining any dread. I need to find people that we... there we go. We can execute her. No, she's not going to gain us any dread either. Why does no one want to give us dread? Oh, the king doesn't like us. Oof. All right, well, I mean, we're not going to be very dreadful, I guess. Hard to tell with the mustache. And usually he's a little bit more boisterous than this. We have an event here. Let's deal with this. All right. Our king truly is generous. But just taste the spectacular veal cutlet. The Fiend? The Fiend. Why? We have a child named The Fiend. I mean, it's a pretty solid name. Right. I'm spending on lavish meals to make new friends. Okay, so we're spending a lot of money on food. We're going to make friends, although I don't really want... Oh, are we paranoid? Hold on. Hold up. Hold the phone. Crap, I didn't know we were paranoid. Servants, can't you see they're starving? Bring more pomegranate cakes. We'll lose a little bit of gold. We'll get a little bit of court grandeur. Well, that's nice. Yeah, let's get the court grandeur for 60 gold. That's not too bad. My nephew, Chimarity, is sitting on the floor, surrounded by spilled paint and pieces of canvas for the 3rd time this month. No, you're playing CK3. They're actually after you. My courtiers are whispering about him being artistic genius in the making, but the servants complain about scrubbing the floors free of paint in the wake of his inspirations. Oh, Chimarity. This has to stop. He is a genius. Let's nurture him. What's the worst that could come of it? He says, knowing that terrible things are definitely going to happen. Don't have an antiquarian. Get one of those. Yeah, we are hemorrhaging so much gold. We need to find a way to put a stop to that. We're going to move to collect taxes for now. Oh, and I think in the dynasty head, that's good. Once we... How are there so many... Oh, court artifacts. It's possible that maybe our courtiers or our vassals don't much care for us. Yeah. Dukeland Franco. Maybe if I can gift off some items, that'll make some folk like us better, because the more folk like us, the more money they are willing to give to us. This will get rid of a couple... I can send you a gift of gold. That's a lot of gold right now in the middle of a war. Okay, let's finish this war off. We're so close. Oh, and before we do that, one thing we can do, we can strengthen our bloodline. Vigor, beauty, and intellect are proof of a bloodline strength. The dynasties of thus blessed will pass their gifts from generation to generation. So with strengthening our bloodline, we will gain strong blood for everyone in our bloodline. So in chance of inheriting good traits goes up, chance of new congenial traits goes up, a small health boost. Heck yeah, let's strengthen our bloodline. This is awesome. For generations, our dynasty has been known for the strength of its blood. Vigor, beauty, and intellect are all attributes associated with the wealth name. My own excellence only confirms this. All of our dynasty's best qualities in one perfect individual. My name and my gifts will live on through our descendants for centuries to come. Heck yeah, I don't think I realized that this was going to be it. So, He-Man Star Fox, you are the paragon of wealth mountaineers. We're going to gain some strong blood because of you, so thank you very much, my friend. So we should have some soldiers showing up. We're almost going to win this. Tell me something I don't know. I originally installed... Okay, it's finally installed. I'm checking the rules. And at 1200, the goddamn Mongol... Yes, they do. We had to deal with them last time, actually. Brought to my attention that Antonella, a renowned Christian playwright, intends to bring her performance here. Pious night at the theater it is. Ooh, yeah, let's go have a wonderful night at the theater. Nothing bad ever happens in a theater. As I watch the play unfold before me, it quickly becomes clear that why Antonella is so known as a literary genius. The prose, the performance, all that makes me feel as though I am witnessing the events of the scriptures unfold before me. As if I was there to behold God's work myself. Once the play is drawn to a close, I find myself alone with Antonella. So crap, we're going to stress ourselves out here. I could write better than this. I gain stress because I am arrogant and lazy. But that's the lesser of two evils. So we're going to write our own play. And I'm going to play myself because I am ambitious. And because I can't afford to become more stressed. We need to hurry up and win this. Oh, we seized Stephanie's crown. Take a breath and prepare to perform my play. Assured that it will be impeccable. With me there to deliver the pious message, I take a deep breath and recite my lines flawlessly. The audience surrounding me, falling captive to my words. I enlighten them with my masterful interpretation of the tales from the scripture as a crowd erupts into applause. I am assured that I outdid myself and showed Antonella how a real Catholic writes a play. Holy heck. So we just performer rolls in. She's famous for her plays. And we're like, We can do better than that. One man showed it. And we did. and for that, we're going to take the Realm Priest opinion, I think. Because why not? And we are at 94%. I think all we need to do is win one more, and we should have this. One more siege, that is. And this isn't even for us. We're putting someone in power here, but... I'm going to translate a book. Go ahead and do that. I just need this war to end because we are going to run out of money if we don't do it soon. I've had a knight arrive. We've got a couple good knights. But it cost me stress to hire knights because I'm paranoid. Maybe what we'll do is we're going to wait till this war is done. I don't think we need the knights now. And then what we'll do is we'll just try and train commanders and earn knights that way. The constant effort to translate the Corpus Hermeticus is tiring. The relentless focus, understanding, creativity required drains me as I move closer to completion. I must seclude myself from all other distractions. Let's do that, because I'm not going to stress myself out. What if you are the Mongrels? Ah, that's 5D chess there. Zangief, welcome back, my friend. We're not going to fall for the Exotica arms. We didn't even really have an option that would let us, in fact. Your baby name did not get chosen. My daughter, Princess Scarlet the Rage, has come of age. We'll have to get her married. There we go. So, the siege is won. We are going to drop our armies. So we have gained a favored hook. So King Adolf, who is married to our daughter, matrilineally, is now the king of Lotharingia, which means that if they have any children, in fact, our granddaughter will one day become the queen of Lotharingia. The Iberian DLC did drop. It is live. It is in the world. We're still playing our old game, but it is compatible with the new DLC. Yeah, it just dropped today, which is super exciting. I'm really keen to check it out. But I will say, this is actually where we need to stop things for the night. So we did do a couple things here. So we put our daughter, or rather, I guess it's, our daughter, Queen Selfish Shellfish, is now on the throne of Lotharingia. It's a matrilineal marriage, so we will have family members there. Bavaria, our daughter, I guess it's our sister. Our sister is the Queen of Bavaria. I guess she took his name, but we're going to work into that one. So we put him on the throne there. And in general, we did awesome stuff today. I think we're really close to finishing off battlements. We'll have that for next time. And then we're going to have a ton of work to do in our kingdom to kind of level things up. But this is where we're going to end things for the night. Damn it. And I died. I was in prison. My son died. Yeah, but you're not in prison now. And I mean, your son's still dead, but, you know. And I'm dead. Just got murdered. And we all know that the mouth is the beehole of the face, so put this out. I'm dead. Oh, God. Oh, no. There we go. F's in chat. We've died. No. No. I've never done one of these before. Oh, you just took a shirt off. We both took our shirts off. Oh, look at us.